believe that this plan, as proposed, represents a full frontal assault on a foundational right of all Americans, and that would be the quiet right to enjoy private property. If this plan is ultimately adopted, we've heard estimates of a possible 57,000 properties being directly and adversely affected, their owners' right to quiet enjoyment of their properties diminished, their freedom to do as they wish undercut. Now, importantly, how will this affect Dane County economically? And a basic law of economics states that when rights and property are restricted, the value of those properties necessarily is diminished. Now, we've heard some exceptions, but that does not eliminate the existence of the rule. Another fundamental law of economics is that as restrictions are placed on properties, the number of potential buyers for those properties will diminish, leading to another third law that the number of potential purchasers, as they diminish, by definition, desirability of those properties diminish, and accordingly, prices diminish as the demand curve shifts to the left while the supply curve remains constant. Now, in the shadow of a recent 7.9% county budget increase, where will the county raise these funds if the value of approximately 57,000 properties is eroded? And the county will necessarily and simply have to raise taxes as property values erode. Now, the possibility of scores of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars of reduction in assessed property values cannot be easily or lightly dismissed. Now, I'm all for clean water, and who isn't? But I'll tell you, when I sat in that very chair that Lyle is occupying right now, as a city councilor for the city of Sun Prairie, there was never a vote that I cast where I was unaware of the cost of the proposal at hand. Now, I know that you're not obliged to prepare an economic impact study on this. I know you're not obliged to, but sometimes we have to show some courage, and we have to actually do the things we're not obliged to do because they're the right things to do. I would like to know how much this costs. I'm a CPA. I have my MBA from the University of Wisconsin. I'm a numbers guy. You don't have to be a CPA or an MBA to want to know how much something is going to cost. I think it's wrong to expect we'll buy this thing sight unseen if it should, or price unknown, if it should ultimately become a law. So I'm asking you to go ahead and step up and tell us how much this is going to cost, so that we know whether there's a better, more cost-effective alternative.
Thank you. And we have a final speaker, Larry Veltman.